Success and equity. You'll find them at BC. Success is what you want. Equity is when we give you the tools and help to get that success. It doesn't matter who you were before. We're here to level the playing field and create a fair world where you can succeed no matter who you are, what you look like, or where you were before. We'll tell you how on BC TV.
And now your host, Francis Mayer.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to Success and Equity on BC TV. I'm your host, Francis Mayer, and this is a show where we talk about the incredible things that happen at Bakersfield College. It's a place where people change their lives and they evolve like a butterfly from the larval, the pupa, and, well, you know what I'm talking about if you're in fourth grade. For the rest of you, the caterpillar comes and becomes the butterfly, and that's what people do at Bakersfield College. And we also don't speak in lengthy metaphors all the time. We talk directly to people. Hello, how are you?
I'm fine.
You're directing a play. Why don't you introduce yourself to our audience again?
Okay, yes, I am Kimberly Chin. I work at Bakersfield College in the Performing Arts Department Theater. And
what a beautiful theater it is, by the way.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. So fortunate to work there.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Sometimes I like to just go sit in that theater and pretend that I'm in some big fancy city overseas or something.
Yeah.
You know, it is a little imagination factory. How many plays have you directed at BC?
Oh, goodness. I can't really say.
Four?
Maybe probably closer to 30.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just put that number out there because I knew it wasn't agreeable.
Yeah.
What are your favorite kind of plays to direct at BC? What are you looking for in scripts?
Wow. Well, something that will really push a message through and something challenging for young actors.
And I think, judging by those two criteria, you've hit a home run with your current choice of Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. Now, a lot of people know her from another title.
Yes, Pride and Prejudice.
Yes.
Yes.
And why is that?
Because of Mr. Darcy, I think.
Oh.
Sexy Mr. Darcy.
There you go. And that property has been produced in Hollywood, right?
Yes.
Is there a television show or something?
Absolutely,
Okay.
from 1995, which is, I would say, the Janeites' favorite.
Wow.
Pretty much,
The
yeah.
Janeites.
Yeah.
And she is an author that has a very distinct style. And talking about getting a message across, what message do you think she is delivering?
In Sense and Sensibility specifically, I think it is about that we need to have a great balance between our sense and sensibility. If we're too much in one or the other, it's not going to be a happy life.
That's absolutely correct. Not too much, not living just too much off passion, but not living too much off of logic.
Yes.
And what is distinct about Austen that makes this so challenging? She was kind of an observer, wasn't she?
Absolutely. So keen, watching people at parties, at the dinner table, just so sharp and witty. Her humor is there throughout our novels and definitely in this great adaptation. I think it's a pretty fateful adaptation. It definitely will please any hardcore Janeite out there. And yeah, she's just ahead of her time.
Well, I'll tell you, and this is hearkening back to a previous work of yours. In fact, the very last play you put on. I'm a big fan of It's a Wonderful Life, and I was not angry by the production that you put on. So.
Okay. Oh, thank goodness.
No, but
thank
when
goodness.
you say that you think it's a dedicated adaptation, I have no doubt. I mean, it was, and I don't think that was especially easy to pull off, was it?
It's a Wonderful Life?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
I mean, there's a lot of scene changes.
Yes, and how to do that, right? How to
You did it.
Oh, thank you.
So
thank
great
you.
work. That
Thank
was
you.
wonderful. I brought my 11-year-old, and if you can keep an 11-year-old interested in theater, a full play, I think you've
Yeah.
done a good job. Or she was 10 then. So anyway, happy birthday, Tal. This week, 11.
Wonderful. Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you. So with Sense and Sensibility, and what challenges does this present to our actors then?
Ooh, just not only is there the standard British accent to cultivate and sustain throughout the entire play, but this is total different mannerisms. You have to sit up straight.
You can't lay on the table like I am right now?
No, you can't. This would be totally inappropriate and insulting.
Okay, well, actually, we have two actors who are going to be on the show a little later. I got a brief tutorial. Let me see if I can pull this off, okay?
Ooh, yes.
It's more of a, you want to get like the last 2 inches of your buttocks on the edge
Yes,
of the chair.
yes.
Not super comfortable, by the way. Knees together, also not.
No.
Is that it?
Yeah, but don't look stiff. Yeah, look relaxed and composed.
Oh, I'm relaxed. There we go.
There you go. That's much better. Yes.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. They would have kicked my butt right out of those stately manners. And what about the costume? What about the dress of the period?
Yes, we are striving to show you the Regency era, the dawn of it, 1811. So we have a wonderful costumer, Roger Upton, who is creating all of our costumes for us, and I just can't wait for everyone to see his beautiful design.
Wow, so he is trying to make period.
Yes, trying to be as accurate as possible with our tiny budget.
Right, and
Yes.
just recently we had an opportunity during a summit that we held on campus on redesigning America's community colleges. I got to see part of your dressing room, and there was fabric assorted by color in there.
Yes.
All these different amazing pieces of fabric, and that's a nice space back there for you to get dressed in, by the way. I know
Yes.
that there's a difference between having really nice facilities, because that was a capital project, versus having a per show budget to go out and buy costumes and things. I bet that's pretty tight. But people can support us by coming out and getting entertainment and
Yes.
checking this out in our beautiful theater. When does the show open?
We open March 9th. It's a Wednesday, and we run all the way to Saturday, March 12th. And we have 4 evening shows that will start this time at 7:30 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, we typically start at 8, but we're doing something different to see if this is going to help our audiences be a little happier. So 7:30 start time. And we have a special matinee on Saturday, March 12th at 2 p.m.
Nice, those are good. And I was going to ask you in regards to the earlier start time, is that just so that the show doesn't get over at 10 or?
Yes, 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. So we said, this is kind of a trend that's starting universities and college campuses nationwide. And so we said, let's see if this actually does help.
Yeah, well, it's a wonderful idea, and people get out, and there's a message here. It is a wonderful story, and we don't want you to miss it. And also, you're going to see excellent student talent, of which we're going to give you a look in just a few minutes. Now, let's talk specifically about the characters in the play and who we're going to speak to today.
Oh, yes. Well, we have Shelby McLean, and she is one of the sisters, right? Because the story focuses primarily on the 2 sisters, Eleanor and Marianne. And they both respectfully represent the sense and sensibility in our play's title. And so Shelby is playing Marianne, and I'm sure she'll talk to you about who she represents in that title. And then we have Humberto Lopez, and he is playing Willoughby.
Oh, nice. Okay. And let's just for a moment also discuss the work that goes into putting this sort of thing on. This is an incredibly concerted effort. How many actors are in this play?
Oh, goodness. There are a total of 17 actors. And, yeah.
and support staff.
Support staff.
Stage hands,
yes,
stage manager.
Yes, that's a whole other class, and we do have some amazing students that are building the set, gathering props, just helping in the most minute way, but so important.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can't say that this isn't your circus and that it isn't your monkeys. These are your monkeys. Like, this is your circus. And it is a huge operation to put this on.
Absolutely.
You're putting on a show.
Yes,
Yeah.
and there's so many tiny little details that we need to make sure we capture.
And what sort of dedication does this demand from the student actors?
Oh my gosh. Well, the actors themselves are coming to rehearsal 3+ hours Monday through Thursday, and this particular show I've had to use several Fridays. Normally those are just optional and we kind of play it by ear. This show, because of all that is necessary to achieve, we've had to use quite a few Fridays.
Well, and also Shakespeare, in Shakespeare, there's a rhythm, the iambic pentameter, right? So that
Yes.
kind of helps people memorize lines, or you get into this rhythm and this give and this take. Is Austen the same?
No, not at all. And so that makes it even more challenging to me, in my opinion, than Shakespeare.
Right. Another reason this play is especially important, it comes from a different time, but right now there's a lot of demand in popular media to see more female-helmed projects. Right?
Yes.
They want women to lean in on entertainment and not just accept traditional roles. And the same goes for, population groups that aren't Caucasian or Western European. We want to see more writerly influence. We don't want all scripts to come from the perspective of white males. That doesn't make for a good society or culture, right? And Austen was in front of this a long time ago.
Absolutely, way ahead of her time. I think women and men will be really happy with this show because it is a universal story. So it still rings true today. And these two lead female characters, I think we'll see a little bit of ourselves in them. And they're way ahead of their time.
Wow. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it at least once. Professor, thank you so much for taking time to be on the show. And I know that information about this show is going to be online, and we'll definitely post it on our Facebook page at Equity TV. So thank you for being on the show. Coming up next, we're going to check in with a couple of the stars of the play. Don't go anywhere. There's more Success and Equity on BCTV coming up next.